Hello, I'm David Letterman. You know, we started to tape a brand new show, but I kept flubbing my line, so I decided, what the heck, let's just show a repeat, okay?
From New York, where backyard gardeners still turn up ancient Mayan coins, it's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, actor Elya Baskin, saxophonist Clarence Clemons, and from the Columbus Zoo, Jack Hanna. Also, we call Mayor Tom Bradley. And now, the man who provides all the cavity-fighting fluoride protection your family needs, David Letterman.
We're in California, Paul. Look at this. We got traffic violations. Here's one, Fred Graver, one of our writers. He was given a citation here, crossing against the don't walk sign. And according to this, he was doing 2 miles an hour, it says right there. We have a parking violation. Dave Rogowski, one of our production helpers out there, parking violation. We have another jaywalking violation. Kevin Curran, also one of our writers, jaywalking citation. Gay Morris from the talent department. We have here Beverly Hills Police Department, parked in a red zone. So it just occurred to me, you know, while we were there, the last day of the show, Tom Bradley, the mayor of Los Angeles, was on the program. Take a look at this videotape, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what we're going to do here.
Hello to the mayor of Los Angeles, Tom Bradley. Tom, nice to see you. How are you, sir? Come on over and sit down, Tom.
Well, if you didn't see the whole show, what Tom told me, he said, Dave, he says, look, if there's ever anything I can do for you, just give me a call. I'll do anything, even if it means bending the rules. He said, I'll be happy to do it for you. So we thought we'd just phone him up and see if there's anything he might be able to take care of here for us. All right, we're calling the 213 area code, and we have a 485 and a 5175. This would be Tom Bradley's office in beautiful sunny Southern California. Tom Bradley's office. We'll talk to him about taking care of these tickets and see if he can do anything about this studio nonsense. There's our fourth ring.
Bradley's office. May I help you?
Yes, my name is David Letterman, calling from New York City. Who am I talking to, please?
You're talking to Wanda Moore.
Hi, Wanda. How are you? Do you mind talking on the air here?
Oh, I certainly do. Just a second.
No.
With whom would you like to...
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wanda, get a hold of yourself. What do you think of... Wanda, before you put the mayor on, what do you think of the new Phil Collins record?
What do I think of Phil Collins' record?
The new one, that studio nonsense.
Just a second.
Wanda, don't put me on hold. Put on the mayor.
We're not, just one moment. The mayor will...
Now, who's this? Hello?
Hello, this is Vicki Pipkin, the mayor's press aide. One moment.
How do you do, Vicki? She's all
Fine.
business, too, isn't she? Vicki?
Yes.
How is it that Wanda was answering the phone?
I was on another line.
Oh, I see. Who were you talking to?
The L.A. Times reporter.
Oh, about what?
About the budget.
About what?
The budget.
Oh, is there trouble with the budget?
No, there's no trouble.
There wouldn't be any money missing, would there, Vicki? Misappropriated funds or something like that, Vicki? I'm only kidding.
I know you're kidding. Just one moment.
Okay. Wait to get me off the phone. Can't wait to get rid of me. Hello? Be the mayor coming on here, mayor of Los Angeles, Tom Bradley. How are we doing on time? 1 minute. Be the mayor any second now. Vicki and Wanda have apparently tied the mayor up. He's unconscious under his desk. The next voice you hear will be that of Mayor Tom Bradley, the mayor of Los Angeles, California. Paul, do we have any on-hold music you might favor us with? Just a nice little...
1 moment, Mr. Letterman.
All right. Okay. Very nice. Okay, thank you, Paul. Thank you. Hello, Mayor Bradley?
Yes.
Mayor Bradley, this is David Letterman talking to you again.
David, good to talk with you.
How are things there in California?
Great. Weather's beautiful. We miss you.
Well, we miss you. How are the Olympics doing?
We have the greatest Olympics in the history of the Olympic movement. We're still feeling it from around the world. I've been to Europe and to the Far East, and everywhere I go, people comment about the spirit, the excitement of the games.
I know. It was a wonderful experience for the entire globe. I'll tell you, Tom, the reason I'm calling, I need to know the exact spelling of your name, your last name.
B-R-A-D-L-E-Y.
Okay, great. I don't know if this has been in the TV guide out there in Los Angeles yet, but we're planning some shows for later in the summer, and we want to make sure we have the name correctly. The first one is called Tom Bradley, His Honor, Our Pride. The next one is called President Bradley, It Has a Ring to It. And finally, Tom, the one we're really interested in is President Tom Bradley, the most fascinating man on the face of the earth. So that's really what I wanted to check in with you about. And there's one other problem.
I thought maybe you were trying to say that spells relief.
No. Well, yeah, I couldn't have put it better myself. Now we would love to come back to Los Angeles to do some more shows, but it's been called to my attention that certain members of our staff may not be welcome inside the city jurisdictional limits of Los Angeles. We have some, I don't know what you call them, Tom, tickets? And, I've been looking at them all day. We've had our people looking at them all day, and it's just all that mumbo-jumbo. We can't make head nor tails of them. So bear me out on this if you don't mind. I'm going to send them to you. Now, you must see this kind of thing all day. So do me a favor, just look them over.
All right.
If you know what I mean. Just look them over, Tom, at your leisure. I'm going to put them in the envelope now. And also, we were wondering, a man of your power and stature, and recently elected to your 4th term, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes.
You must be really a student of political history, kind of a historical politic buff, kind of that sort of thing?
Well, I suppose you'd say that, yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Tom, because we're going to send along some portraits of famous past presidents. And if you have a second, just look them over and give us your opinion.
I'll do that.
All right.
I'm glad to hear that your audience there is as wild and as responsive as your audience is here in the Los Angeles area.
Well, thank you very much. And they were very happy to see you last Thursday. And I think what you should do is you can keep Wanda, but get rid of Vicky.
All right.
Thank you, Tom. We have to go. Good night. We'll be right back from the Tony G. Jack program, actress Cheryl Ladd will be here. She will not. Is she really going to be here?
Yes.
Cheryl Ladd?
Yes, Cheryl Ladd.
All right. She'll be here tomorrow. Also, Robert Plant will be here. My next guest, ladies and gentlemen, this man has been with us before. He is truly one of the most exciting performers we've ever had on the show. He is the big man in Bruce Springsteen's band and the leader of the Red Bank Rockers. He is currently recording a solo album. Please welcome, just back from the wedding, Clarence Clemons. you. Clarence, you sound terrific as always. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now tell me about dancing with somebody out of the audience. Now, is this an original idea with you, Clarence?
No, you know, I've been watching this guy do this every night.
Bruce does this every night.
One of these days, I'm going to have the opportunity to do it. So
Did you ever go to him and say, tonight, can I go out and...
All the time.
Yeah, and he says, no, forget it, Clarence.
This is my show.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, that was a very nice thing for you to do.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tell me about your solo album.
Well, it should be out in August. I'm singing. I'm doing all the vocals. Come on. I have three producers. Michael Walden.
He's very
Nada,
good.
Nada is my brother. And Michael Johnson also.
He's also good.
He's fantastic. And Arthur Baker's going to do a song.
He's all right.
Hey.
So it's going to be
Maury
a big deal.
Brown is doing it.
Now, is this your first solo effort?
This is my first vocal solo effort, yeah.
Well, I'm
This
sure
is
it'll
the
be a
first
big
time.
success for
Yeah,
you.
I'm telling you, I'm really excited about it. It's a lot of good dance music, and it's good time music.
Good.
So it's representative of myself.
Now, we were talking earlier before the show, and you mentioned that you feel in some small regard you're responsible for the recent Bruce Springsteen marriage.
Well, kind of, you know. I tell you how it all happened. We had my baby. You know, I had a baby since the last time I saw you.
Yeah.
Beautiful kid.
Well, that's right. It has been that long.
Right. It has been a long time. Had a baby. You know. Anyway, we had the christening of the baby out in Hawaii. And Bruce was godfather. And so after the christening, he's sitting there holding the baby, and he's just cooing, gurgling at him, and talking to him. I took one look at his face. I said, this guy is gone.
Yeah.
This is it. He's had it, you know. And I got back home from Hawaii, and sure enough, the phone rings. He says, big man, I'm getting married.
Yep.
I said, I know.
I know you have photos of your little girl.
Man. Boy,
little boy.
Christopher.
All right,
Christopher
do you mind showing these on TV?
No, man. I'm
Okay.
proud of this guy. Look at that. He's
How big was he when he was born?
8 pounds 4 ounces. 8 pounds 4 ounces. He's
8 pounds 4 ounces. He's 13 months old now?
He's 3 months old now, and he's
What a sweetie.
13 pounds.
Oh, boy, look at this. These are great.
He's going to be a star, man.
Yeah,
This
he's a
guy's
sweetheart.
He's going to be a star. He likes to watch the lights, huh?
And then one more.
We
This
did
is nice
the
here.
natural childbirth, you know, the Lamar's, you know.
Now, was that exciting for you,
Yeah,
or
it
just
was
make you a nervous wreck?
No, man, it was great. You know, my wife is a wonderful person. She's so strong. She went through this thing, all natural, you know, in which the child comes out really alert, you know. And I used to talk to her stomach all the time. Say, I love you, I love you. And, you know, and then when the kid comes out, you know, I said, I love you. He looked right at me, man. Yeah, I know, you know.
Recognize the voice.
I know you know, recognize the voice. It was great. You know.
All right, now let's talk a little bit about the wedding.
Okay.
Now, was it took place late at night, 12:30, something like that?
Yeah,
you were one of the best men, right?
I was one of the best
Who
men,
else
yeah.
was involved?
His manager, John Landau, and Steve Van Zandt, you know. Yeah.
Now, how did the folks there? This took place in Oregon, right?
Yeah.
Small town in Oregon.
It used
big
to be a
town?
small town.
Now, how did they respond to you folks, the
Well,
family?
They were very gracious, you know, very nice people, and we had a very, very wonderful time. We were out, my wife and I and the baby were out for a couple of days before, but they changed the date, you know, because it got too crazy, you know. Like, people were coming in from everywhere, you know, flocking into Oregon, you know, like, it got that big, you know. And,
Did Bruce's, I guess, mother-in-law, is that her? Does she call you big man?
Well, I don't know what she calls me, really. You know, I don't think she called me anything, really. But, you know, we got a chance to talk to them.
Yeah.
And,
Now, are they
Clarence,
nice,
they
just
call them
normal,
very
average
normal,
folks? Yeah.
Average people. They're
Yeah.
really, really wonderful.
And what about his wife? Is she nice?
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's, you know, I'm happy for him, you know.
How long had he known her?
I guess, I don't know exactly how long, but they met on the tour before. We were in California, whenever we were there. They met then, and it was just a wonderful thing to see two people that are really happy, you know. And all you girls who really say he should have married me, I want you to know, if you really love him, you know, you should love him even more now, because he's real happy, you know. He's real.
Well, that's
happy.
nice of you to say.
Yeah.
But what does this do to the touring, rock and roll on the road and stuff? Now things are,
you know,
it's just old fat men out there now, isn't it?
Well, I don't consider myself an old fat man.
No, you know I didn't mean you.
Well, you know, you get more serious in your thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Bruce has always been the serious type guy, you know, but now he's a happy, serious guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
just
nice.
thing. You know,
That's
it's really
nice.
great.
Listen, Clarence, good luck on the album, and congratulations again on your boy. He's really a sweetie.
Thank you, David.
Nice to see you again,
Good to
Clarence.
see you.
Thank you very much for being here. We're going to be back here after a commercial with Elya Baskin. My next guest is a talented actor who has been seen in Moscow on the Hudson and also the movie 2010. He is a native of the Soviet Union and has been in this country since 1976. Please welcome Elya Baskin. Hi, Elya. Good to meet you. Sit down right here. You came to the United States in 1976.
Yes, sir.
Well, that was a good year to come. That was our bicentennial.
Yes, I was a few days late. I came July 27th to this country.
Did you realize the significance of that particular year in our history when you came to this country?
Yes, because before I came, I spent some time in Italy, and people from American consulate, they were telling us stories, showing us films.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed that I missed it.
Now, you were an established performer in Russia, right? You were in musical comedy and also on television. What kind of television show did you have?
It's sort of, you can compare it to Welcome Back, Kotter, but it's night school.
Really? And you were a student or the
Yeah.
one? Yeah. And was it a funny show?
It was a comedy.
Yeah. Well, give us an example of what a funny situation or a joke on the show might have been.
It was a long time. It's hard to remember. Basically, I found out that humor here and humor in Russia has the same roots. And funny enough, a lot of American jokes, when I started to understand that, and started to translate them, I heard them in Russia. The only difference is that, let's say, if you say a political joke in Russia, you say it now, and 7 years later, you get the punchline. So that's the major difference.
What was your first reaction when you saw American television after being on television in Russia?
It was a shock. I remember I was very tired after 8 hours trip from Italy, and the only thing, and it was in New York. I came to New York, and I really wanted to sleep. I mean, it was a very tiring trip. And the only thing I dreamed about just to get and hit the pillow. And then I see the television and said, okay, 5 minutes. I'll just take a peek at the new country. I'm here. I couldn't sleep that night. I turned this thing on, and I was glued. And the best thing for me was commercials. And all the time you live without things, and all of a sudden you see, take me, buy me, here you are, there, get it. It was great. I mean, I stayed up all night.
There's nothing like commercials at all in the Soviet Union.
No, they have, and it's funny because there is really nothing to advertise, but for some reason they decided that if every country has commercials, we have them too, and it's not like here, they show them once a year. And strangely enough, I was once in a Russian commercial, and it was a moped, Russian moped, and you would think that advertisers, I mean manufacturers, if they came to do a commercial, they would bring the best stuff to advertise. We couldn't start the mopeds, so we had to push it, and then...
You actually had to start the moped for the commercial.
Well, 3-4 people would push it, and then it would...
Yeah. What else do you have here that we, of course, take for granted that was a real eye-opener to you?
First of all, you know, I live in Los Angeles for about 9 years, and it's really pleasant and shockingly pleasant that people are nice to you everywhere. Right. Service is great, and a lot of people say it's plastic. I don't care. I mean, it's nice. And being back in New York today, I had a funny story happen to me in the morning. I went to the coffee shop, and why I'm telling you the story, because the closest you can get to the Russian service probably is service in New York. I go to the cafeteria, I ask for a tuna salad sandwich and a cup of coffee, and lady throws me a sandwich. I open it, doesn't look like tuna. It's yellow and made out of eggs, and it just doesn't look like a tuna sandwich. Yeah. I said, it's not a tuna, or if it's a tuna, it's a spoiled tuna. I said, oh, yeah, okay, all right. And she throws me another sandwich, and then she brings me a cup of coffee with cream. I didn't order coffee with cream. I said, cup of coffee. Yeah. I said, can I have just black coffee? I don't want cream. And then she says, oh, don't do it to me. You know that there is a switch. I mean, all of a sudden, I feel guilty.
Yeah.
I mean, the lady had a wonderful life, and if I wouldn't intrude in it, she would be perfectly all right. And here I come. I don't want to have coffee her way. I just want, silly me, I want black coffee. And it's not only me. Probably she has more people like that.
Yeah.
Strange people.
We need to do a commercial. We'll be right back with Elya Baskin. We're nearly finished. How did people in the Soviet Union find out about Moscow on the Hudson?
It was a big article in one of the biggest Russian papers called Literaturная газета. That's Literature Gazette. And, of course, the critic didn't like the movie.
Right. I would guess, yeah.
Two heroes traded their motherland because of a pair of jeans, and that was a big headline.
That was it. That's the whole film. We have to depart here, folks. We're nearly out of time. Elya, it was a pleasure meeting you. Good luck to you. Nice to have you here, sir. My thanks also to Clarence Clemons and Jack Hanna from the Columbus, Ohio Zoo. They're in Columbus, Ohio. Bill Wendell, of course, and Paul Schaefer and the band.
Tomorrow night, join Dave with comedian George Carlin, America's first Girl Scout, supermodel Jeff Aquilon, and the guy under the seats.
Have a good night, folks. Thank you very much.